All right, guys, I'm going to be filling out the survey with you. So if you guys come to this link and click on the answer survey, again, hopefully you're using a browser, something that you can actually Google Translate in. But again, I'm going to be walking through this with you guys and giving you guys my perspective on, again, the actual survey here. Now, hold on here because I have to actually remember what my freaking ID is on JP. That's in JP, right? Yes, this is in JP. So we will be, again, getting tickets for this. Really nice. Also, I do remember it has to be exact. It will warn you if you have stuff that isn't correct. You can only do this on one account. Or sorry, you can only do this once per account, not multiple times on one account. ID is the friend code, right? Correct. And again, like, I'll walk you guys through this. I'm used to Google translating Japanese stuff, so I pretty much know a lot of the lingo, even when it doesn't necessarily match up. Yeah, NA should be getting its own survey in roughly a probably like a month. That tends to be the gap as they let JP run its own. Yeah, we don't need the commas, right? No commas, correct? And that is my JP account. I actually like the primate Merber down here at the bottom. I'm not used to seeing that. No commas. All right. What is my age? They're outing me already. Fuck. Under 10 years old. God, I hate answering this question. I'm right on the line. I'm right on the line, chat. Just turned 35 last year. What is your gender? I prefer not to answer. What prefecture do you live in? Others. Yeah, honestly, it might be Tokyo Prefecture because I think that's where my my account is actually located. So we will hit the next one here. What is your occupation? Oh fuck, God, they're getting personal already. I am clearly a housewife. Let's see. Company employee, public employee, company exec. I guess you could say I'm a company executive. That's really weird. Part-time job. Maybe if I'm talking as a streamer. Yeah, we'll go with company executive. On weekends and weekdays, how many hours per day do you use your smartphone, tablet outside of work or school? Wow. How many hours do you use outside of work or school? Well, I play on stream just about every single night. It's gonna be this one. Holy crap, 5 hours or more. Holiday. Do not use smartphones or tablets. Use them 30%. No shit. I'm gonna say 4 to 5 hours because typically on an actual holiday, this is mitigated some. I may not stream that day. I may not be playing with you guys as much. On weekdays or weekends, how many hours a day do you use your PC for anything other than work or school? Haha, this is the same as the streaming answer. 5 hours or more because I stream from my PC. I also play a lot of video games, so even when I'm not on stream or I'm watching anime, one or the other. Holiday. Shit, this is still 5 hours. The PC doesn't change. The hey, I don't spend as much time on my phone changes. I tend to take a laptop down to my sister's or something like that. How much money do you spend on hobbies per month? Oh man. Also, how much of that will you spend on smartphone games? Chat, I think if you want your answer to be weighted properly. No, don't do that, chat. Don't do that. God, let's see. So it's roughly move the 0 2 spaces. So 25,000 yen is roughly 250 bucks. So, and what is it? Is it week? No, per month. So 250 bucks per month. No, this is south. This is, God, probably that. Yeah, it's probably about $500 to $600 a month. 132 yen, about $1. Yeah. And that might even be a conservative estimate. Amount spent on smartphone games. Well, that depends. Is spending money on stream counting towards the smartphone game? It technically never makes it into the hands of a single, something they probably hate. And that's why they hate us content creators. But I'm gonna say, again, probably... It's probably going to be somewhere in the realm of, like, I don't know, 400 to 450. And this is on average, right? There may be a month that I spend like $100 on a smartphone game. There may be a month that I spend over $1,000. So it just depends. Please select all the media and services that you normally use. Let's see, Twitter. Facebook, no one uses that. TikTok, you know, I'd probably need to get into TikTok, but it's probably too zoomer for me at this point. I don't know. Discord, Pixiv, what the fuck is Mixi? I feel like I've never heard of Mixi. Yeah, I'll say that's it. Video distribution sharing service, YouTube, yes. Nico, Abema, Amazon Prime Video. I do actually use this, not terribly regularly. I have watched Disney Plus. I have watched Netflix. I do not own Hulu. Okay, so they have live distribution service. So YouTube Live. I do not partake in live streams on YouTube, and that is YouTube's fault because YouTube does not make it easy to find a live stream while they're actually live. I've definitely watched a live stream, but only after the fact where it was pre-recorded. So yeah, gee, I think I might use Twitch some, chat. It's not like, it's not like I do this on here all the time. God, that is such a terrible name for Twitter streaming. Twitcasting, Jesus, sounds like it's run by a bunch of twits. Game related services, don't you look at me, chat. Famitsu app. I just like, I don't think any of these actually matter to me too much. Mecha Comic, Manga Bang, Manga Kingdom, Manga Park, Kindle Unlimited, really. I don't know, chat. I don't actually, but let's just take the weeby answer that they would expect me to take. Shonen Jump. Music apps and services. Yeah, it's just gonna be YouTube. I don't really listen to Spotify because I got tired of all the like freaking weird ass like spyware that Spotify was pushing on me in the ads. Used to do Pandora a lot, but I don't listen to that really anymore either. So I just listen to YouTube now and just throw up like 10-hour Zelda lo-fi chill music and work, or heavy metal rock music when it's tax season. Other services, information retrieval, shopping sites, apps, become a novelist. God, that is clearly a translation issue with Google Translate. So again, if you're unsure of something, you don't necessarily have to do anything, or just click one that you think, right? Like, so again, shopping sites, apps, I don't know, I use them. Hi, BB. Oh God, BB, no. Okay, there we go. Please tell us what game, home console, PC you currently own. PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4. I do not own VR. Nintendo Switch. I do not own an Xbox since the 360. I don't own a Steam Deck. I don't own a Mac PC, but I do own several Windows PCs. There's one here, there's one there, there's one over there, and there's my laptop. Only 2 of them are being used in streaming, though, chat. One of them is retired, and it sits next to me for sentimental reasons. Please list the means that you have used to purchase games in the past. I have never done that. Don't buy from Epic Game Store. Sadly, I have used the Microsoft Store. God, that has got to get better. I'm sorry. I guess technically I've used Amazon to purchase a game before, but not in a long time. Don't look at me, chat. I have used PlayStation Store, I have used Steam, I have used the Nintendo eShop. Subscription service Xbox Game Pass. Yes, I technically have done that, though I've never actually paid for Game Pass myself. I have not done either of these two. And yes, a retail storefront. Currently, other than Fate Grand Order, please tell us which apps you have played for more than a month in the last 6 months. No. 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 I expect they really want to know about this one. Uma Musume is very, like, competitive with them in Japan now. Like, I was talking with Trubs about this. Apparently, Uma Musume is just actually, like, really doing well over time. And they've reached this point of just, like, almost pervasiveness where they are just constantly raking in money. And they don't have to do much because they're just pumping out, like, skins and stuff for the girls that are already out. So I'm sure they care about Genshin. I think Uma Musume is probably bigger on their list of concerns at this moment, but I'm also not sure that they're nearly as competitive with Uma Musume as they are maybe with, say, Genshin. So in fact, you know, part of me maybe wants to tick Genshin off just to I think this is part of the reason that we got pity and stuff like that. I think it's the pressure that other competitive IPs brought to the game. So I think that's what has ultimately caused them to finally, like, change their tune on certain things. I'm not gonna say that they, like, were like, oh god, Genshin did this, we have to do it. But I do think enough people have been demanding it, and the pitch was getting louder and louder, such that when they looked at their competitors, they finally just said, you know what, let's do it. It's expected of us. So it's almost like you should probably tick off that and that right there if you really want to, and clearly that if you really want to make them branch into other finer quality of I can't say that with Call of Duty check, finer quality of life type stuff for the game. So even though I haven't actually, like, I have not played Nikke. I have played Genshin, but not in the past 6 months for more than a month. I've never played Uma Musume, but I have watched someone play it. Nope. Where is it? I saw it down here. I did play Tower of Fantasy, but that didn't even last a month. So, but yeah, I think it's an interesting thing. Blue Archive maybe would be another one you might want to check. Again, these are several, like, very relevant things that are in the same sort of line of attention that they should be paying attention to. It's like, hey, these are their competitors, and that's I think a little bit what they kind of want to know is, like, where are you spending your time as a player of their game, right? Like, that tells them what they need to look at as their competition, and maybe what they themselves should, you know, consider adapting towards. Nope, none of the rest of those. Please tell us the home video game PC titles you have played in the last year. Okay, like, all of them? Because, like, let me pull up my Steam here. let's go. All right, chat. Let's see. Well, clearly I was just playing Spellforce there. I think we'll say Nier, we'll say Final Fantasy 7, we'll say Elden Ring. Man, what else? And they should know the abbreviations. Even, Chad, even if you answer this in English, They still know. They still know. God of War Ragnarok. I will type out God of War. You know what? Fuck it. They should know, but let's type it out. And thank you for the follow, Shinobi. Put Koikatsu on there. Chat, they're not gonna give you hentai scenes no matter what you do. They would tank their ranking. 80s, yes. Wait, what was the other one I was saying? Oh yeah, Elden Ring. Surely they've played Elden Ring, chat. Hello, Shinobi. The Quarry. Yes, we did play the Quarry. Man. Toilet Chronicle? No. Sonic. Plague's Tale Requiem. Oh wait, shit. What was the name of the Sonic? Which were Sonic Frontiers? There we go. Fate Stay Night. There we go. That is technically true, chat. The best type of correct. So now they know. Cult of the Lamb. Ooh, yeah, Cult of the Lamb. Okay, I'll give them that. That's enough. They don't need more than that. Out of all the home console and PC game titles you've played throughout your life, which one is your favorite? What? You want to know my favorite? Okay, chat. Now the wheels are turning. This isn't about FGO. This is about what's the next Fate type game they should play, that they should make, right? So you need to answer this with whatever your favorite is, aka the type of game you want to see them make, right? Dark Souls of FGO, right? A JRPG, right? Something like that. Like, if you want to see them make something, but I don't want a Fate version. Too bad. Fate Pokemon, yeah. I mean, you say that, they might give you an actual Pokemon. A Souls-like Fate game would be Pog, yeah. Fate Automata, yeah. Honestly, I feel like Fate could make a really good story-driven RPG. I'm just trying to think of, like, if I want to give them an RPG, what's the best one I can give them, right? Like, oh no. Oh no, chat. You monster. Chat, just imagine, okay? Imagine instead of Skyrim, it's Orleans. And imagine instead of dragons, it's wyverns. And you're playing as Regent, right? Like, it makes perfect sense. It's exactly what we've always wanted. Yeah, think of the mods, right? Like, holy shit, who is letting him cook? Listen, you gotta admit, it's a pretty tasty meal. Regent gonna foos her up, yes. Please select all that apply that you want in a smartphone game. An app that can be played on an iPhone, iPad, or Android. I want to relieve stress. I want to feel a sense of accomplishment. I want to be excited. I want to use my head. I want to forget my daily life. I want to feel refreshed. I want to be healed. I want to kill time. I want to have fun with my family. No. I want to win the competition. No. So chat, This is another way to game it. We've been asked questions like this before. If you don't want PvP, don't check yes to this, because this is how you get PvP. When you tell them, oh, I really want competition in my game, that's how you get PvP. That's how you get leaderboards. So if you just still want the relaxed FGO as you've had it, don't tick yes on that. That's the best thing I can say. And that's the thing to really think about. Like, if you all say I want to kill time, this is basically saying you want to spend a lot of time in FGO. I want to immerse myself in the story. Say this if you would like more story. I want to interact with other players on the game. Yes. Like, I feel like this is something that FGO could do better with. I want to feel the stimulation. Hey, yo. I want to enjoy the bargaining of the game. Okay, I gotta admit, I do not know what this one is. If you, depending on what you want, right? Like, say yes or don't say yes, right? I want a simulated experience. Sure, I want to be moved. Yes, I want to express myself. I want to feel a sense of superiority. Again, chat, I'm going to tell you, this is another like PvP metric right here. Do not say yes if you think that. Now, again, I could be wrong. Some of these might not translate out exactly as I'm thinking, but this is still something that, like, yeah, I will not go after one of these that I think. I want to touch the charm of the character. Yes, I would like to touch the characters. I want to be a resident of that world. Isekai me Truxon, please. I want to enjoy trendy things. Sure. Yeah, actually, I think that would be another way of saying, like, hey, yes, please update your fucking game, right? I want to be surprised. I'll say that. So, like, again, like, you can see, I can check most of these here. How do you normally obtain information about smartphone games? Game apps that can be played on iPhone, iPad, or Android. Please select all that apply. So how do I normally obtain the information about them? Game commentary? Reviews from family, friends, and colleagues. Posters in the stations and trains. Oh man, they had an interesting issue with that earlier this month. Yeah, I'll say like official live broadcast. I really like, most of the time I get my information, it's from like Twitter, from other content creators, or from my friends that are looking into playing stuff. So that's basically it. Please select all that apply for the reason that you download games for smartphones, game apps that can be played on iPhone, iPad, or Android. So the reason I download the games, oh, okay, this is going to be an easy one. Triggered by influencers such as VTuber and YouTuber. Chat, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Do me a favor, check yes. Please check yes, even if this isn't the case. Want to know why? Aniplex hates content creators. They need to learn we're not bad for them. They need to learn that God Almighty, they should actually have a content creator like outreach or program, or even just a non-hostile relationship with us, and they'll benefit from it. Right now, they actually have Pekora streaming their game, and it is doing so much for the game's reputation on that side of things. I cannot emphasize this enough. I understand that maybe you don't want to deal with someone my size or small or anything like that, but holy crap, they need to be doing more in this department. They don't get it right now. Aniplex is terrible about this, so please check yes on that one. You know, I didn't see anything here that was like the tits are big, the faces are pretty, they've got a nice tight ass. Like that's the reason I download the game. I'm gonna say seeing family, friends, and colleagues playing. Most of the time it's one of these, right? Like if I've probably seen or heard something about it, and then they're like, oh no, Cad, you really gotta like check this out, and that'll make me do it sometimes. Not when I don't want to, but you know what, I'm gonna check. I want to play popular games too, as in get off your ass and do things. Oh, so that's interesting. Right there at the end, knowing that you will or did hold a collaboration event with content you're interested in. They really want to know this. I'm going to say this. If you want to see other content in FGO, external content, you maybe want to check yes to this. Me personally, I don't want to see anything outside Type Moon in FGO, but that's just me. I kind of am a purist in that sense, even though I'm not too much of a purist. Please tell us why you started Fate Grand Order. Surely this one has the anime titties. Like that's got to be a thing. That's got to be a thing, right, chat? Right? Originally, I liked the Fate series. This is technically true. Nope. If they have it, I'll pick it, but let's see. So they don't. So the one thing I was going to say here, and this is the actual truth of how I got started playing FGO. I found out about Lartoria. And I was like, hubba, what is that? So you could almost say it's like a commercial, right? But it wasn't. It was artwork that I saw drawn of her, just like the artwork we're using here today, right? Like, that's what I saw. And I gotta admit, I'm really surprised they don't have this as a pickable option, because the art community largely drives a lot of the interest in gacha games. In fact, God, the sheer amount of copium I see from like Genshin Impact art and stuff like that over time, where it's like artists will draw their characters in plenty of costumes and outfits that they will never see in the game. Same thing with FGO, right? Like, so that is ultimately one of the big attractions, and I don't think they get that. They've kind of, at least from my perspective, it seems like they've really stopped investing nearly as much in the art community. They used to do a whole lot of contests on like Pixiv and stuff, and I'm not sure that they don't do them, but I don't think they do them nearly as often from my observations. So I really hope that they do. But yeah, let's actually do the other right here. I'll just say Pixiv and Twitter, because that basically is where I get a lot of it. But yeah, that's really a thing. I'm really like sad that they don't do that more now. FGO artwork carried so many of my nights, right? Like it's just, I'm really surprised that that they seemingly don't seem to get that as one of their many options. It's like, did you really care whether someone started to play the game with Fate Pixel Wars? You don't make these for getting someone else to play it, because they're only available for like a day or two anyways. So I'm surprised they even include this as an option, right? Like, I'm sure it's helpful to them to actually know if that actually did, if that actually was a thing, but I don't think it is. When did you start playing Fate Grand Order? Okay, so fun fact, I did not start when JP came out. I didn't start basically till NA. So for me, this is basically right here, the first anniversary event, because I started playing in was it 2016? No, that would have been 2017. So it would be here, second anniversary event. Yeah. Basically, not day one on NA for me either, though, but it was October of year 1 of NA is when I started. So right as Okeanos had come out. What kind of media do you usually get about Fate Grand Order? Please select all that apply. Official Twitter account. Yeah, sure. I watch that as a content creator so that you guys don't have to. Notice from management, both official. Yes. Yes. Chaldea radio station. I don't get it from learning with manga because it's in Japanese and I can't read Japanese, even though I play on the Japanese server. Find out in the video. I'm gonna assume this is like learning with manga, but it's learning with videos. I don't know what that is, honestly. Smart news, no. Line account, no. Twitter accounts other than official accounts, yep. Discord, yep. YouTube, yep. Not Nico. Live broadcasts other than official live broadcasts. Khadroth. A magazine specializing in game information, no. Non-game information sites. It might mean like non-news site specializing in game information. Yeah, okay. Strategy wiki, strategy site, yes. Personal game information sites such as summary blogs, no. Now, I've seen plenty of blogs get hosted on like fandom and shit, and most of them are garbage. Websites other than the above. No, because pretty much all the websites fall into one of those. Do not collect info. Do not pass go. Do not collect info. Please tell us your favorite 3 works in the Fate series. Fate Stay Night. Oh man, chat. So you want your hentai scenes? Don't pick Rialta Nua. Pick the OG. God, Fate Grand Order. Yeah, I feel like Fate Grand Order is kind of finally there, but let's see. Oh man, that's. So you've got Extella and Extella Link here that I'm sure a lot of people will pick. Chat, I'm gonna do you all a solid and pick it so that you don't have to. Today's meal for Emiya family. Pick it, chat. You know you want to. Favorite anime. Okay, so that was games. Yeah, so favorite anime. Fate Stay Night. Oh no. Why won't you let me pick? Wait. Can I only? Oh, I can only pick 3 total here. Oh. Okay, well then hold on. Let's get rid of Fate Stay Night. We're definitely picking the Fate Stay Night anime. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking right now, Cad, you just selected Dean Stay Night. And you're like, why would you pick that, Cad? Because I want a remake, chat. That's why. That's why I'm picking this. Dear God, it has been 15 years. Can we get a fucking remake? Sorry, it's just a particularly poignant point for me. I really would like to see them remake the Fate route at this point. Before the VAs get too old, I need Joji Nakata in my Fate remake. Books, comics. Oh God, that's a lot. Board games. Haha, no. Yeah, I think I'll stick with what I have. So it's basically Fate Grand Order and Everyday's Mini with Emiya, and then favorite anime, Fate Stay Night. The truth is, currently, Fate Stay Night is not my actually favorite. Honestly, it's a slight edge to 0 over UBW, but I still really like all of them. Hold on. Did I just see a Garth of Women? So this is the actual comic. I really wish they would adapt some of the comics and translate them for the NA crowd, but they don't. It's an easy win, I would think, for them, because they could just re-serialize it over here, charge a nominal fee, and pay for all of that translation. But see what it be. How often do you play Fate Grand Order? Oh boy. Every day. Mr. Creamy, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. How's it going? We are just filling out the JP survey here. How was stream on your end? So yeah, we play FGO every single day. And we are halfway through the survey, chat. I'll try to speed it up from here. Please tell me how many hours a day you play Fate Grand Order. Oh, don't ask me that. Log in only. No. Yeah, it's 3 hours or more. Welcome to stream. What is your favorite Fate Grand Order main quest chapter? Ooh, my favorite main quest chapter. See, now, chat, I'm gonna point out something to you. Oh no, okay, they did. I was gonna say they didn't include the 0.5s, but they did down here. Well, that's easy. It's Camelot. Fight me, chat. Can I pick? No, you cannot pick one. Oh no, wait. Yes, you can. Okay. Yeah, so you can pick one down here. All right, so let's see. What do we got? So my favorite one for part 2. Well, shit. This is just unfair. I have to pick LB6 as well. Although, honestly, chat, part of me almost wants to pick either 5.1 or where is it? Wait, I feel robbed. Hold on, they have 5.5 and they have Tunguska and they have Trom, which is 6.5. They don't have 4.5. They don't have Oku as 3.5 and they don't have Imaginary Scramble, because Imaginary Scramble would have been one that I would have actually picked. No CCC either. Yeah. Yep. Wow. Weird. Okay. Guess you just can't answer that. How do you feel about the scenario of Fate Grand Order? Please select all that apply below. Oh man, please select all that apply below. Let's go. Scenario is more interesting than I expected it to be. Small number of scenarios. So you have the choice of lots of scenarios, aka probably too many, just the right amount, and then small number, so too little. So I'm picking that it is a small number of scenarios. Please add more scenarios. You know what? We're just gonna switch to that one. Oh no, wait, no. Okay. So I find that it's small, and I want them to add more, or they. So your choice for this last one is either please add more, keep it just at the rate you're adding it, or there's already too many, stop adding so many. Main story pacing needs to increase. Chapters are too long. I know some people are gonna fight me on that. Oh, wait, they won't let me put too much there. So we'll just leave it as main story rate needs to increase. That's all I can fit, chat. How do you feel about Fate Grand Order battles? Please select all that apply below. Oh, this is such a mixed bag, because like to some degrees, I think you could definitely stand to benefit from like a variety of content that is both easy and content that is both challenging. So I think achieving a good balance is good for the game. So let's see. Battle difficulty is difficult. It's just right. I think it's just right in the most part. Like, there are some things where I find them to just be stupidly annoying. Battles take a long time. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I in the past have been fully on board with, hey, we do not need NP skip, and I still believe we do not need NP skip. So why am I putting battles take a long time? Because they do when you give us stuff like recollection quests where you just increase the amount of health by 10 million. That's the biggest issue I'm having with FGO as a whole. Even we were just talking about the most recent Grail Front that came out on JP. I don't think that a Grail Front battle should take more than 45 minutes to get done, especially when it's one thing that you can fail and have to do again. So I think they need to go shorter and faster with some of their battles, not nearly as long and drawn out. I don't mind the occasional stall battle, but they've gotten to the point that several of their challenge quests are just half-hour plus affairs that I'm just like, holy crap, man, like, can we just speed this up? So that is definitely one of the issues I have with them over time. Battle movement is heavy. Comfortable battle movement. There is exhilaration in battle. I'm not entirely certain what this one is. it maybe animations is what they're trying to say here. I don't really know. Battle movement is heavier, comfortable battle movement. Because it looks like these three are paired together as well. Dad, where'd you put your location as? Tokyo. Tokyo, Tokyo. Too many force support fights? Yeah, I do agree with that. I do agree with that. I also like how they only allow you to answer with 50 characters here. This is a segment that they should have let people write a fucking essay on, because people would have had a lot to say. It's a comfortable battle movement. There's exhilaration in battle. I feel a sense of accomplishment in battle. Sure. Because there's linked to the story, there's a sense of immersion in the battle. Yeah. Battle is annoying. Battle is boring. Battle feels like work. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna answer that one. Battle does feel like work after a while. It's not annoying or boring until it gets to a point. There you go. And that's, again, this is a drastic oversimplification of what I want to say, but you give me 50 characters, that's all I can say. So. Dad, you had to think of some of those battles pretty hard? Yeah. Yeah, I'm okay with that, right? Like, I'm okay with having a challenge. I want to be clear on that. I just don't feel like every single battle should be like half an hour plus. How do you feel about the number of servants implemented into Fate Grand Order? Please choose the one that best applies. Ooh, I'm really not sure how this one's translated. So it's 50 character because JP kanji. Yeah. How do you feel about the number of servants? So am I saying that there is a few or somewhat less? So just right is clearly, hey, you're content with what it is. This is probably too many, too few. So I'm going to say somewhat less. I think what it's trying to say there is like, yes, I believe there are not enough servants implemented. And I do agree with this. I think they're constantly pumping out 5 stars, and we don't really get that many low star additions anymore. And that is something I think they need to do a better job of. Even 4 stars at times, it feels like we go too long without them. I think here, few equal not enough, many equal too much. Right, yeah. Please choose one of the servants implemented in Fate Grand Order. I'm looking forward to the implementation of a completely new servant. I'm looking forward to implementing another aspect of an existing servant. Okay. This is a great question. And this is something I talked about with the launch of 7. So one of the things that I talked about with regards to 7.2, I saw a lot of people get really angry about Nitocris. Okay, I'm not going to talk story with you guys. I'm just going to say, one of the smartest things that they did was bring back a fan favorite like Nitocris that pretty much everyone liked. Give us an ultra version of her. That was great. It's been so long since FGO had done stuff like that, where it really feels like they just kept, especially there in year 7, just pumping out new unit after new unit after new unit after new unit. I'm okay with new stuff. I like new, but it felt like none of what the community wanted to see was ever getting dealt with. So that is one of the things I really like, is that they actually revisited that and pulled out Nitocris. And who knows, we might see more into the future. So yes, I'm actually looking forward to them implementing another aspect of an existing servant. Stop dropping all of your old servants that made you famous and made you money like they're just some anchor that's weighing you down so you can run off to a new unit that half the people haven't even heard of. So that's the issue I think FGO is having to a greater degree with some of its servant design over time. they definitely need to revisit the past. Not every unit needs to be a nostalgia trip, but holy crap, stop ignoring some of your fan favorites. Give them actual time and implement them, and I think you'll see this game will just take off again. Rin fans answer this? Yeah, pretty much, right? Same thing, I'm a Saberface lover, right? I really want them to do more of an existing servant. I'm looking forward to implementing both a completely new servant and the aspect of an existing servant. You know what? You can answer the second one if you want. I don't feel bad about that, but I am answering this one. I feel like they've gone way too hard into the new servant territory and not enough in some of the existing ones that people want to see. Okay, what was the best in-game event held by Fate Grand Order in 2022? Ooh, right off the bat, you got El Malloy case files. That basically was the return of Barbados. That's a strong one. Valentine's that had Bazette. That's, yeah, I'm gonna say that. 15 bespectacled testicles was not that great in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, I think there was some interesting stuff there, but I didn't quite do it for me in the end. Oh my god, no, this is easily the worst. I never want to see this event ever again. Please do not answer this one. The majority of the problem with this, and people are gonna say, Cad, you're anti-challenge quest by saying this. I'm not anti-challenge quest. I am, 1, anti-challenge quest during a lotto. 2, holy shit, you said you weren't going to do challenge quests during a lotto, and then instead of not doing that, you gave us 32 of them? Like, what could you have possibly thought would have made that okay? That someone has to spend literally a week's worth of time getting all that shit done? No. No, that was the single worst design lotto I've ever seen. And I say that over something like Marthamos, which was mostly phoned in and only 9 days long. I'd rather do 100 Marthamoses than do that ever again. So 64 next time, please no. So that's like, I firmly believe what they should do if they want to do that again, give you like a week where, like, before the lotto or after the lotto, where you could just do challenge quests. I would honestly, please do it before so that we don't have to do it while we're opening boxes. But like, god, yeah, no, that would just be so much better than doing it during the lotto. I don't understand why they do this, and they seem to have learned that lesson from Mr. 2 making those comments in the past, and then unlearned that lesson. And similarly, it was also a weirdly timed lotto because they did it in like March. I understand why they did, and I talked about that at the time, that a lot of this was probably them moving it away from the middle of the year where they were probably going to be jam-packed with stuff. Sure enough, 6.5 came out in the middle of the year, and that's exactly what I expected would happen. I still hated it. Still wasn't a good timing for it. Still wasn't a good thing. I think the best thing they've ever done with a lotto in terms of timing, and honestly in terms of benefit to the players and pure efficiency of a lotto, is our upcoming Nerofest on NA. It was done in the middle of the year, so you had a perfect 6-month gap between each of your lottos, and it's one of the most lucrative lottos that we've ever seen to date. So definitely prefer that over this one. Sea Monster Crisis, definitely an interesting one. I did like a lot of what they did there. I could almost say that I wanted to see more of that. Their collab event was pitiful, and I feel bad for Rio at this point, because it feels like they just pinned everything on Rio and just made them do that. And I would have really rather we got an actual better collab for this year, but it really looks like they phoned a lot of this in. Holy Grail Front Moonsault Operation. Honestly, if you want more Grail Fronts, you kind of have to answer this one. Reason being, there's no other Grail Front on this list for you to choose, and they have not run them. It's really funny. They actually said they were going to be running more of them in the future. We never saw another Grail Front even after Mr. 2 made that comment. So definitely not everything appears to be going well behind the scenes in terms of their scheduling. I did really like Akenden. God, summer is such a hard one to beat. Fuck. Like, I'm gonna say this though, I'm not gonna answer summer. You guys can if you want. I'm not answering it because Yet again, you ignored the Rin faces, the Arturia faces, the Sakura faces for another year. There's not any one of the main three in that where people had been expecting a lot of things. Again, you know your Saberface fans expect there to be a Saberface pretty much every year at this point. And God, the Rin fans were just sitting there chomping at the bit for something with Erish, and you know, not getting into that and the whole spoiler territory of that. I still think it looks rather weird that after all these years they haven't done anything more with that. So, and then sure enough, yeah, I think you got to go back pretty much to Summer 6 with Oki-tan and Summer Kama to get anything. This year they didn't do much, just kind of like they did basically at Summer 5. So not everyone has to have one, but I think they definitely could have done better here. Don't get me wrong, I still really like the units that we did get though. And honestly, the welfare from that event is perfect. No, not Halloween this year. I wish that I really wish that Halloween they had we had somehow gotten to answer this one for the prior year's Halloween, because that's one that I think people really liked. But Kalia Fairy Night Cup, this was definitely better than Space Odyssey, but yeah, I don't know about that. Oh, hey, if you want reruns, you should probably answer Carnimus. So that's another tricky one. Sadly, you can only pick one of these. For me, I think I'm just going to end up picking Water Monster Crisis. I think that's arguably their best event that they did during the year. If not that, probably Hakenden. Both those were really nice. Please tell us the particularly good point of the event that you answered best. Ooh. I like the serious story. See, this is a trap question, because we don't really have a joke one on here. The closest thing that you can really say is a joke is the collab with Rio, and the collab with Rio had a serious story. It wasn't that jokey. That's kind of my issue with it. So I actually like some of the comedy, and it feels like outside of Guda Guda, we don't really get that. System unique to the event was interesting. You know what, chat? I'm gonna say I'm gonna switch it off of that, and I'm gonna say Hakenden. It's good to have a story that delved into my favorite character. Man, that must be nice if you had a story about your favorite character this year. Pat yourself on the back. I'll just say both of those two right there. There's really not a whole lot I have to say. Please do reruns. How do you feel about the Holy Grail front from 2022? Please select all that apply. My time has come, chat. The number of times it's held is just right. Held less frequently. I think it needs to be held more. I'm glad it's a different rule than usual. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Lots of quests, good number of quests. I was okay with the number of quests. High volume per quest. The volume per quest is just right. Low volume per quest. Satisfied with the clear rewards. Honestly, this one's a little bit difficult. I thought the difficulty was okay. I'm gonna say high volume per quest is the issue. The best thing I could say is my complaint is that how long they take, and I assume it's because they put too much shit in each one. What was added in 2022 that you liked or found useful? Please select all that apply below. Added fixed summon to limited time pickup summons. Yeah, that's pity. Implemented a new facility Holy Grail casting. Yep. Added extreme difficulty to the daily crest. Yep. Servant extension for full screen display. Yep. Increases this, which technically this was added in the prior year, but I'm not going to get into that too much. Increases servant summoning probability in tutorial summon. No, I'm not going to say this, and here's why. Yeah, that's a nice thing. They also swapped the tutorial summon and took Helena out of it. That's a bad thing. They naturally tried to gimp the tutorial summon, so they're not going to get a... Yeah, they did a good job on that one for me. Adjusted to display a more advantageous class when selecting a support servant. I didn't think that actually did much of anything. Adjusted the upper limit of cost when forming servants to make it easier to proceed with part 1. That is a good thing. So for those of you guys that didn't know, what they did is they basically said, like, hey, if this graph right here is your party cost as your level increases, your master level, what they did is they sort of smoothed it so that it was more of a straight line instead, so that basically in these sort of intermediate levels here, you had more party cost to work with. So that was a good thing that they did. I did like that. Modified so the quest start production can be skipped. That was a good thing as well. So that's the intro segments that for, like, say like Oku or something, where it plays the like thing every time you go into a node, you can skip it. Added the new item Pure Prism. Excellent. Added tutorial mission. Excellent. Both these are two of the best things they've done, shy of pity. Skill test quest, advanced quest. No, I fucking hate the advanced quest, I gotta be honest. So part of the problem is I can't read Japanese. I still get through all of them, but the issue is some of the mechanics are just very annoying. They can be failed, and you can have to restart the whole thing over, wasting your time. I think advanced quests are sort of that permanent challenge quest type deal that people are looking for. I'd rather just fight a challenge quest half the time. Some of the advanced quest gimmicks are really weird. Some of them are fun. Some of them are really weird though. So I'm gonna say that's okay. Expand your friend limit by 3. No, I don't care about that. Like it's nice to have 3 more friends, but the more bloated you make our friends list, the worse the friends list problem gets, which is finding any individual player. Added new item bronze sapling. Yes, also a really good addition. Basically being able to make blue apples, chat. So that's a really, really nice one. Expanded the maximum number of followers to 10. This does not matter in the slightest, and the reason for this is because you don't even care about friends anymore, basically due to the change that they made regarding being able to use everyone's noble phantasm. Expansion of the possession. I mean, it does matter, but not that big of a deal. Expansion of the possession limit of servant and craft essences. Yeah, that's nice. Expansion of the possession frame of command codes. Yeah, that's nice. Increase the number of servant and craft essence storage slots. Yeah, that's nice. Saint Quartz and Pure Prisms have been added to the rewards for returning a servant to Ascension. So as you ascend a unit, you get Saint Quartz and Pure Prisms. Also, if it's a welfare, you get rare prisms, which is nice, and they didn't put that on here. Change effect of the first bonus and quick card. That was good. Added a new chain that occurs when all 3 types of command cards are selected. That is also good. That's Mighty Chain. Refurbished so that support servants and other friends can use NPs. Good change. A little off the mark. Not quite what I wanted, but I'll take it. That's still a good change. That means now everybody can use everyone's NP. Regardless of whether or not they're your friend. Added draw settings at double speed during battle to game options. Draw settings at double speed during battle. Yeah, why am I drawing a blank on? Oh, 60 FPS. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's a good one. The NPC selection function that was available in some interlude stories for a limited time has been modified so that it can be used in other interlude stories. I think what they're trying to say is the ability to pick your own unit or the support version. I'm okay with that. Modified to be able to exchange for Saint Quartz fragments when the Saint Quartz necessary for summoning is insufficient. No, this doesn't really change anything. I thought this was a stupid change and it was just meant to stop hoarding of quartz fragments, which people naturally do for various reasons. So that was kind of a waste of dev time in my opinion. Shows the accumulation of quartz fragments more clearly. Same deal. It's like, I don't need to know. If I'm sitting on them, I'm sitting on them for a reason. Added extra missions for where you can obtain legendary crystals and Saint Quartz. I'm not sure what legendary crystals are supposed to be, but yes. I think that's milestones basically for quartz and something else. Lures? Yeah, it could be lures. Added monthly 0-month exchange ticket to daily mission rewards. Yes. So you get more of your daily login tickets if you do your daily missions. So they increase the amount of resources you get, and from basically being like 1 per day to now you can get like up to 5 per day or 3 per day. Yeah, there you go. So really, really nice. Added individual filters for event bonus servants. Yes. Increased the lineup of material exchange tickets from 3 to 5. Yes. There you go. There's the 5 I was thinking of. Modified it so that AP recovery items can be used together. Yeah, that was fine. That just means apples and stuff. You can pop multiple at a time. In the first part of the main quest, when the main story is cleared, the dialogue introducing the introduction part of the next chapter will be displayed. Huh? When the main story is cleared, the dialogue introducing the introduction part of the next chapter will be displayed. It's a short summary thing for part 1 nowadays. That's what I was thinking, but like, yes, this could also just be more time wasting. I'm not really sure. So please select all that apply below. Honestly, they did a great job with all this. You're gonna get me throwing that in whenever I can, chat. What elements added in 2022 would you like to see improved? Here we go. All right. The problem with this is everything we just went through didn't include the #1 issue for the community besides pity. Coins. Coins are older than a year, so they don't fall under this. Like, holy crap. So the fixed summon, that is pity, needs to be improved. Grail casting needs to be improved. Not itself, the Da Vinci Workshop. You need to be able to lock coins in there. That's really annoying and tedious as it is right now. Yep. I'm going to say the servant summoning probability needs to be improved. Adjusted the display for more advantageous class. No. Upper limit of cost. No. No. I mean, you could maybe make an argument about bronze saplings. There needing to be a more infinite supply of the sapling itself, but I don't think it's a big issue. Yeah, give me more servant and craft test and storage slots. And in fact, let's just check all 3 of those. I'm gonna select yes on the bonus servant filters because I think filters is something they can always be adding more of. There you go, chat. Put it in if you want to see it. Among the in-game events that have been held so far, which 3 would you like to see reprinted? Ooh, so I get to pick 3 that I want to see rerun, chat. Any 3, even a bunch of these that have already been rerun. That's kind of fucking hilarious to me. This is an easy one for me though, chat. Allow me to explain. There are some events that have not been main interluded. You may want them to be. Allow me. Kara no Kyokai. This is how you get Shiki Assassin. Onigashima. This is how you get Kentucky Rider. And Christmas or the second generation. This is how you get, well, no, the second generation should be Janta actually. So, but still, this is how you get Santa altar basically. So let's see, is there anything else I desperately want to be rerun more than that? It's funny because you can see the actual like amount that they ran in some of these. Same thing here. You can select summer, right? So I actually don't need to see Onigashima. God, I'm loath. I am loath to select it, but the original summer event. It was designed by Satan himself. Especially part 2 of that event. But yes, I desperately would like to see that rerun. They're gonna feel like I'm screaming at them now if anyone's actually reading this. Okay. Whereas board games, don't you dare. Please answer for the 3 best developments you have made so far outside of Fate Grand Order games. So I guess they mean outside of FGO, what's the 3 best FGO things? TV animation. Say this if you want more anime. Comics, light novels, orchestras. I don't know what reading drama is. Collaboration cafes coming soon to a city near you. The best 3? Oh, the drama log. I gotcha. To my knowledge, there is only one drama CD. Garden of Avalon. And it is a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna select that. I'm also going to select theater animation because that's movies. That would be FGO the stage. Yeah, so I'm just literally gonna select the top 3 and send it. Please tell us what you like about Fate Grand Order and what you're looking for. Okay, so is this select? Yes. Okay, so we can select anything on this one. I like the scenario. I kind of wish there was more volume. I like the character, the graphics. So when you see volume, this doesn't mean like your sound volume. This means like the frequency of the game. So I probably shouldn't put that I like that, but it is what it is. Characters, graphics, voice actors, no, they kind of need to go back to using some of the basic illustrators that they used in the early years. I understand they're trying to like use more. I'm just gonna say, I think again they need to go back to what made them famous and what made them popular. So I can say that, but I still don't largely agree with it. Exhilaration, rework element, casualness, topic, music background, battle strategy. Chat, don't say yes to summon. Not if you value the summon system ever changing. Concept dress. Yes, that is, again, I believe costumes, but I may be wrong on that. Servant strengthening and ascension. Yes. Event campaign. Yes. New rules for in-game events. Yes. Modification of the existing system. Yes. New peripheral developments other than games. Maybe. Cryo, thank you for the 34. How you doing? I gotta be honest, I don't really care about learning with manga too much, or the whatever this video is. I'll say yes to learning with manga. I don't care about the other one. Please tell us what you like about Fate Grand Order, what you're looking for. God, there's so much I can say here. More main story. More coins. Yeah, it's just that's all I'm gonna keep hammering them with. Please tell us what you would like Fate Grand Order to improve. Scenario worldview. Yeah, honestly, I never thought I would say this, chat, but here we are in year 7, and I know the story is poggers my doggers, but I kind of want to be done with Lost Belt, so I want them to move on from that. So I will say that I do want that improved at this point. I also think that Nasu is just writing really too much at certain points, and I think he can cut that down, because he's kind of going overkill, and even he's admitting it. I don't want him to half-ass it, but I don't want him to go overboard. Yeah, the game volume's got to improve, honestly. Characters need to improve. I'm okay with graphics. I think a lot of people would be saying like, oh, the game needs the graphics improved. I think a lot of people, especially with regards to like the UI, would say that. I'm okay in that regard. Here you go, chat. I'm gonna say the illustrators need to be improved. So because again, I think there's some really talented artists they can get out there and stop picking Nasu's friends. Where yeah, I think if they hired them, they would just absolutely make FGO make bank on some of the stuff. The summon needs to be improved. Concept dress needs to be improved. I don't know what topic is. That's an interesting one. Event campaign needs to be improved. Modification of the existing battle system, new peripheral developments, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna sound like a broken record, chat. Oh, I can't put the exclamation. There we go. This is a question about the play status of Fate Grand Order. Please select the one that applies. I have not played for more than 1 month. Twice I haven't played for over a month. I have stopped playing for more than a month, more than 3 times. I've never stopped playing for more than a month. I don't play anymore. Scheduled to return in the future. I never stopped playing for more than a month. I have a question for those who haven't played Fate Grand Order for more than a month. So again, this is where you give your feedback if you've ever quit. I never stopped playing for more than a month. The reason you started playing. If you have not stopped playing for more than a month, please select I have not stopped playing for more than a month. Aha! But chat, do me a favor. If you want to select, yes, say that you were triggered. Say that you were triggered by influencers. Again, I'm not saying this necessarily for myself. I'm saying this because Aniplex needs to get their head out of their own ass. This is free marketing that will help combat the bad reputation that this game has out there with the general gacha populace. And it's some of the best marketing that you can get. That's why I'm saying this, is like, holy crap, your content creators are some of your biggest advocates with regards to this game. And the problem is when they're just totally not interacting with us and are, for the most part, basically hostile towards us, they're just shooting themselves in the foot constantly and have been for 7 years. So they really need to turn this one around. I was triggered because VTuber played or how they fucked up with the Pekora situation. As far as I know, Pekora's situation is still going just fine. But I do not pay too close of attention to her. Please select the... Wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, so I don't want to put anything else there. Please select the level of satisfaction with the current Fate Grand Order as a whole and your intention to continue. Satisfied, not dissatisfied. Somewhat satisfied, although dissatisfied, satisfied. Yeah, they're getting a somewhat out of me. I'm not fully satisfied anymore. I used to be. I am not anywhere close to quitting, but I am not fully satisfied. There's a lot they can be doing better. Intention to continue. I would like to continue playing as before. Motivation to play has declined, but I would like to increase play in the future. I'm playing, but I feel like I'm losing my motivation to play recently. I'm going to stop playing soon. So this is definitely not the case. God, like, I don't know if either one of these two really apply to me, because my motivation to play hasn't declined or anything like that. Please tell us the reason above for your satisfaction ranking. 200 characters. It deserved, chat. Wait, no, hold on. There you go. I'll say that. Battle pace is fine. Battle length is too long. God, tell me you want Strange Fake and Prisma Ilia servants? No. Remember that mostly part of the start and you save 7 whole characters? Yeah, I can definitely save a lot more here, but there's only so much I really need to say. That's probably the most succinct way I can say this. There's so much I can ask for, chat. I'm no longer asking, I'm demanding. There we go. All right, submit. And I believe that means, chat, that thank you for your cooperation. We look forward to your continued support of Fate Grand Order. So I should be getting my ticket. So again, I hope that helped you guys figure out your own stuff, and you guys can submit what you want to. Don't necessarily take my opinions as if you have to submit the same thing as me. This is just some of the stuff I wanted to point out, some of the stuff I wanted to talk about. But again, I think it definitely is something that they need to hear. Definitely tell them about the servant coins. Definitely tell them about the pity system. They need to hear that. That's some of the biggest issues in the community. And I think even from there, there's still plenty more issues that they can work on. Things that, frankly, all of their competitors are doing that FGO could do more of. So I'd love to see them do more with the My Room stuff. I'd love to see them, again, just sort of work on the overarching mechanics and new ways to interact with your servants. I think that alone will help make more people invested in this game and drive their sales up significantly. So let me know what you guys think. But